Digital asset junkies, thank you so much for clicking. All right, so you guys seen the headline. This is definitely one of those posts about XRP, okay? Now, this is not financial advice. I am not at all telling you guys to put your money on this. This is very dangerous. This is not financial advice, okay? Do your own research. XRP is taking over, all right? There's nothing else. There's nothing else to say. The financial system is going to be ran by blockchain. Period. Point blank. All right.
To vote.
So now let's hear this nerd talk about the Genius Act, the new
On an
stablecoin bill.
important crypto bill this week. It's known as the Genius Act, and it seeks to regulate stablecoins. Joining us right now with the details is Tennessee Republican Senator Bill Hagerty, who is the lead sponsor of the bill. Good morning to you. A lot of crypto.
Good morning, Andrew.
Going to be watching this. How did just take us sort of full back to the beginning on this? How did this even come about, and what does this actually do for folks who don't know?
It's actually born from a great deal of frustration. We started working on the bill in earnest back in the fall. But we've watched what's happened with the absence of any type of regulatory framework here in America. And what we see is this type of innovative technology moving offshore. The last thing I want to see is that. I don't want to see innovation leaving America. It's all happening here right now. But what
Side note, it's so funny when you hear the politicians talk about blockchain. They say it is they present it as if, oh, we have to do something about it because other people are going to do it. So, and that's how I'm not going to say how dumb our voters are, but that's just how they are. So that's, I'm happy for that. The more people that learn about blockchain technology, the better. Unfortunately, the price isn't going to be these nice, beautiful prices right now. Um, you know, that's why if you guys really notice the undertone of the things that I say, the post that I make, the post I put on X, I do not want these tokens to shoot out of the roof. Okay. All right. So there's a big thing within the ICP community, Internet Computer Protocol. Please, you guys do your own research about that blockchain company. But a lot of the token holders are crying about the price. No, 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 no. We are digital asset junkies. The cheaper the tokens are, okay, the better for us to accumulate. All right. My strategy is dollar cost averaging. Okay. I'm not no big whale. All right.
what we saw was a lack of regulatory framework, which means a lack of certainty. And if you're using, enforcement actions from the SEC, which was what has been happening for the past 4 years to regulate the markets, it creates massive amounts of uncertainty. This will fix it.
So, but in terms of just understanding how this bill works and what it does, what is it?
It basically establishes a legal and regulatory framework to issue stable coins here in America. Stablecoin is stable, meaning it's backed by a certain currency. In this case, it's tied to the U.S. dollar, but also it's backed either by cash or by short-term U.S. Treasury securities. So it's entirely safe. Having that type
Short-term U.S. security treasury or short-term securities. Um, so pretty much, you guys heard of ETFs? ETFs are really big within the financial world. They were created, 30 years ago, 25 years ago. ETFs are running shit right now, okay? Once XRP, see, the stable coins are going to allow ETFs to come. And once ETFs come, oh my God, out of here, all right? This is not financial advice, all right? So this is an article from CoinDesk talking about XRP. Let's have the biggest nerd of them all, Big Snoop Dogg, read it for us.
XRP's open interest has surged to nearly $5 billion over the weekend, indicating increasing speculative activity as traders take sizable positions in the derivatives market. Biggie chief market analyst Ryan Lee said in a message to CoinDesk. This spike suggests strong potential momentum, with market participants bracing for a decisive move, he added. XRP's price is currently trading in a tight consolidation range, often a technical precursor to breakouts, while consistent spot buying pressure adds to the bullish sentiment. Historically, similar setups in XRP have resulted in rapid rallies, catching short sellers off guard and triggering short squeezes. Yet, while the elevated open interest signals anticipation, the direction of the next big move remains far from certain. However, Without a decisive catalyst, Lee warned, such high levels of open interest could also amplify volatility, with traders at risk of large-scale liquidations if sentiment turns sour. Without a clear catalyst, such elevated open interest could exacerbate volatility in either direction, Lee explained. A bullish surge may trigger a short squeeze, while an influx of profit-taking or macro-driven risk-off sentiment could fuel liquidations and downside pressure. Market watchers are closely monitoring developments around the XRP ledger XRPL, which could serve as a fundamental catalyst, as well as any ETF-related momentum that may emerge from institutional interest.
Yeah, man. So you guys hear that, man? All right. Um, I don't know if I'm not part of XRP Army. I'm actually I got honorably discharged. Okay, but I still go to the barbecues. You understand me? So I'm definitely watching XRP extremely closely. All right. I do, like I said, this channel is not financial advice at all. But if you guys have your XRP bags, like and subscribe.